right, what up, Lightfighters? I got something a little bit more interesting for you. It's in my backpack here, so weapons on safe. Let me show you. Now you're gonna have to ignore my patrol hounds because I'm in my front yard. This is Sweet Bailey. She's a terror. She's a terror. Go away. And Bison, come introduce yourself. This is Bison. He is unfortunately now a chicken killer, so we have to keep a good eye on him.
There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Army Navy TRS-2 Platoon early warning systems. Now what these are a ground seismic sensing device that is designed to be buried or hidden along paths by a patrol. And then when someone big enough, I think it'll even detect foot traffic, comes stepping by, this will send an alert to a receiver unit right here. And this can either be just a little audible display or an audible tone. And that'll tell me that someone is patrolling by. Also on this little LCD or LED, I forget which is which now, it says it's 2024. Also on this little display, it'll tell me exactly which sensor is being activated. So if I'm good about tracking where I put these things down, I can know where people are moving along patrol, and they can say even that you can quantify how many people are patrolling or see what it is. So I've got a couple of these sensors here, and these are pretty cool. They run on a 9-volt battery, and they've got some thumb screws right here on top. Let me get a close-up of those for you. And what you can see here is they just open up with this thumb screw, and then in here goes a little 9-volt battery. Unfortunately, it's still 9-volt. So plug our 9-volt in, screw it on up, and then at that point, I'll save you the moment, we need to attach our antenna and our little some all thread. These little all thread stakes go in the bottom. And then, so I've got a couple of these all thread stakes. These screw right in here. And I think they just give the sensor a little bit more feel on the ground, I imagine. Beats me, not an engineer. And then we would take our antenna and we'd screw it on right there. I don't believe this antenna matches up to this device, so we got to find a matching antenna. But at that point, you've got your antenna on top and your ground stakes in there. You can then now go place these on the ground next to a trail, or better yet, you can get out, you know, an entrenching tool or a little field knife and then scrape up some dirt about the size of the device and then conceal it a little bit better in the ground, so it's not as easily found. Now, again, you're gonna have a little antenna poking up like that. You know, so be it, it's pretty concealed. One thing to note, just like all good military equipment, there's instructions on this to keep it Army man proof. Place this line parallel to traffic flow. So if I turn this device and when we're trying to monitor traffic flow down this trail right here, I would place it oriented in that fashion. So these, as you can see, it's got a switch on the top. These can broadcast via radio frequency to the receiver or via wired transmission versus via these two prongs and some field telephone wire. If you got like field telephones like TA1s and stuff, they'll hook up to that wire and they'll broadcast its alert signal through that. You can choose either one you want. And then it's also got a test button. So these are functioning units. I unfortunately don't have a bunch of 9-volt batteries again because it's 2024. Somebody needs to make some of these that charge by USB-C because these are very cool. But guys, these are the Army Platoon Early Warning System ground seismic sensors. We're going to be using these as FTX, install them next to an ASR, both for us to read our receiver, see if we can catch any traffic on it, but as well notionally for hire because they could be linked up to the system and could be getting alerts as well. So back to the boring stuff, guys. I hope this was a little good change of pace. Rock on.